150054, Parish President, remarks, report. Ms. St. Pierre.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Trash Bash, I'd like to just thank everyone who participated in the Trash Bash last weekend. We had approximately 174 people who came out and helped us clean our streets. I'd like to thank all the sponsors, the Oldest But Goodies, St. Charles Herald Guide, Global Recycling LLC, Raising Canes of LaPlace, Valero, and St. Charles Parish Sheriff's Office cleanup crew. Residential garbage pickup days in AMA is going to be changing. Progressive Waste Solution will change its scheduled service days for residential garbage pickup in AMA beginning March 23rd. Garbage pickup will take place on Tuesdays and Fridays rather than the current days of Mondays and Thursdays. Any questions should be directed to St. Charles Parish Contract Monitor's Office, 985-331-8604. Progressive Waste Solution will circulate flyers at door-to-door prior to the schedule being changed, so everybody's going to get a door hang on their door to notify them. Update on the West Bank Hurricane Protection Levee. Willow Ridge, approximately 10,000 cubic yards of levee remains to be in place, of which 4,000 cubic yards of material is expected to be used for the on-site stockpile to the adjacent levee, and 6,000 cubic yards to be hauled in dump trucks from the on-site stockpile to the levee location, which are some distance away from the levee, but within the site limits. Remaining items of work include levee embankments, sand hauling, and installation for the new maintenance roadway, and completing the swale ditch excavation along the perimeter of the future pond area. All canal excavations have been completed. As of this council meeting, the project is 442 days into the 457 calendar days contract duration, inclusive of approval change orders of number 1 and 2. The contractual completion date, inclusive of change order 1 and 2, is March 31st, 2015. However, due to the recent weather events, delays have been encountered that have slowed the progress of embankment processing, testing, and construction. It is very likely that the contract time will overrun, but weather permitting, the contract states that he hopes to be completed by the end of April. Additionally, the design of the Willowdale pumping station has been completed. In the next few weeks, it is expected that the LDQ will authorize the parish and the engineers to prepare the certification of the project, indicating that it is ready to be advertised. It is expected to begin advertising in the second quarter of 2015, probably around mid-May, in order to follow the existing Phase 1 levee contract. The levee phase for the Willowdale Drive to the Willowdale Pump Station, whose scopes include approximately 1,500 feet of levees at elevation 7.5 foot and T-wall frontal protection at the Willowdale Pump Station, has been submitted to the LDEQ for final review and authorization to advertise for bid. Permits revision to allow the construction of a parallel levee access road are completed, and associated minor mitigation agreements are currently being finalized with the regulatory agencies. Advertisement of this project will begin following the completion of Phase 1 levee contract. The current schedule calls for this project to be advertised probably around June. The Ellington phase, at this time, the pipeline companies have confirmed no objections to the parish consultants designing the T-walls, with the caveat that the design must be reviewed by the pipeline companies prior to construction. Notice to proceed with the survey to determine the location and elevation of the gas pipelines which crosses the levee alignments were provided to the surveyor on January 28, 2015. The surveys are expected to be received by the parish within the next 60 days. The field work for locating the pipeline is currently ongoing and is expected to be completed by the end of this month. There are currently 3 pipeline companies impacted: Columbia Gulf, Inlink, Midstream, and Chevron. 8 pipelines will be located by the surveyor. The 90% final submission of the Coven and Kellogg pumping station T-wall structures have been completed and submitted to the engineer for parish review. Design of the T-wall at the gas pipeline crossing will be initiated once the gas company's elevation surveys are completed, which is indicated the depth of the pipelines. 90% final design documents for the Ellington pump station have been submitted to the parish for review. The irrigation levees and canals are in the final design stages, pending information from gas pipeline companies on pipelines depths and equipment crossing requirements. Project advertisement for this portion of the earthen levee is expected to be the third quarter of 2015, probably in late July, following permission, revisions, authorization, and completion of the land acquisition. The Magnolia Ridge project, the final permits for the Department of Natural Resources and USACE will receive in August of 2014. Soil borings field work has begun, with 13 remaining borings to be taken upon resolution of right-of-way issues on the southwest portion of the levee alignment. A notice to proceed with the topographical surveying for the levee has been issued. The completion of the surveying efforts is dependent upon the resolution of the outstanding right-of-way issues in the southwest area of the project. A task order for the design of the levee improvements has been issued, and design will begin in earnest once the topographical survey is completed. Public Works will set gate culverts and temporary hydraulic pumps in the basin upon resolution of the right-of-way issues. The Magnolia Ridge Pump Station is under design, and the preliminary design submittals have been received by the parish. A task order for the design of the parity control structure has been issued. Conceptual design of the structure has begun, with the conceptual report due this month. Sunset LD has contracted with the geotech engineers to take soil borings along the alignment of the levee. All land and water borings have been completed. Lab work on the drilling bores has been completed. Engineering analysis is ongoing, with an estimated completion date of late this April. That's it for the levees. As you know, we are going out for extra people to vote on 2 millages, one for wastewater, one for the levee. We are having town hall meetings on both sides of the river. The town hall meeting on the East Bank is April 7th from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the American Legion Hall in Destrehan. On the West Bank, it'll be April 9th from 6 to 8 at the Eddie A. Dufresne Community Center. Early voting begins April 18th through 25th, and Election Day is May the 2nd. We like the public's help in helping us find the person who is stealing our manhole covers and mutts along the Evangeline Road. It's costing our department several $1,000s. This is the second time it happened. So if you know of anyone that's stealing these manhole covers, please contact the Sheriff's Office. Good news from Ms. Holly. We have received a grant from FEMA and GOSEP for $199,939 to install generators at 3 existing and 1 new pump station: Mimosa Park Station, Oak Street Pump Station, 4th Street Pump Station, and a Parity Pump Station. These funds are remaining federal funds from another project that FEMA and GOSEP allowed us to reallocate the purchase of these generators so that the parish could still benefit from these fundings. Several members of the council and Buddy went to D.C. a couple weeks ago to attend the NACO Legislative Conference to meet with our federal delegation. First, the group was able to successfully pass a NACO resolution asking the President to extend the public comment period for Executive Order 13690. That's the order that the President wants us to lift all levies to 500-year protection rather than 100-year protection. And delay the implementation upon local governments can be included in the discussion. I'm proud to announce that Buddy was selected as the chairman of the NACO Next Generation Network. After the conference, the group met with 5 members of our delegation on various topics, including funding for the West Shore and the West Bank hurricane protection systems, wetland mitigation issues, and the cost share for the West Bank and vicinity, the 2017 reauthorization of the NFIP, the President Executive Order 1390, EPA air control standards, and the waters of the U.S. Everyone who attended said they had a very successful trip. That concludes my report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Ms. St. Pierre.